All right, well, we're gonna give this guy some more entertainment. Walk over the spread out Donahue again. Go out and get this tractor. Water pump belt broke on it. I'm gonna go ahead and replace the water pump belt and the fan drive belt. And we'll check the dirt, or weeds, I mean, and see what the rain did to us. Looks like, yeah, it would turn. See that chip? Yeah. Can't disc today, but we can get the tractor finished and finish discing tomorrow. Will not be finished discing. But you see where we disced over there, and obviously I'm walking through, 2.5 foot tall weeds. But finished the first pass, and if you watched the last one, probably didn't because it was dark and crumbly looking. I just shut her off when the belt broke. I was in the middle of the pass. I got down to the barn. I noticed the headlights went dim, and I thought it was just a switch. Turned around, used my light on the side of the tractor to line myself back up with where I was going. And, well, then I attended my attention to the lights and realized the amp light was on. And, yeah, no spinny makes it overheat. So it did just start to boil over as soon as I shut the key off. I don't think it overheated, but it didn't take long under a full load to make this thing not happy. Just kind of looking around for any more belt debris. I guess I don't see any, but we'll get her started up here. Clean our radiator screen a little bit anyway. Well, we rebuilt it at 5609, and looks like we've put, what's that, 13 hours on it. Let's yeah, the gauge did go whoop hot. See what she does. Looks like the rain washed some more bird poop off. Make sure we're idled down. Push in the clutch. Yeah, we're in neutral. Oh yeah, great sunlight. Little choke. Still sounds good. Doesn't sound like we blow the head gasket. So that's good. Now I'm on borrowed time here because you obviously saw there's no water pump belt. So now let's a little cold. Come on. Usually I'm not hard on them right when I first start them. Really just trying to get to the building before it overheats again. I'll run over my beautiful hay crop of clover here. It's a heck of a clover patch. And yes, I do make this little area into hay because why not? Looks like we're okay. Gonna run over a chihuahua. Now, I wouldn't run over on purpose, but I can't say that I would be sorry. Isn't that terrible? Yep. Left a roll of duct tape on a tire. Fun stuff. That's the truck that the radiator got stolen out of. That was really nice to find. My pride and joy truck. Must be cold-blooded, or I tell you, there's probably not enough coolant in it to be in the cylinder head where the temperature sensor is. But we're going to be doing all our work in the cubby here. I call this the cubby because, well, with the truck in front of me, it's a small hole, and with the disc on the back, I don't think I can get in any further. I probably could. All right, well, I got her shut down. It did just get up to above the sea. Not a big deal. We're going to go and look. I'm going to smack that dang carpenter bee down and kill it because, well, they eat my building. I'm not that mad or upset or worried about, here, I'll show you. Replacing the water pump or generator belt alternator. If you're young enough to not understand what a generator is, this belt's easy to tension. It's super, you have a half inch. The fan belt is what's kind of a pain in the butt because there's no way to really tension it. You basically have to pry on it and hope that you're getting it tight enough. So I'm going to go collect tools from down the tunnel, and then, yeah, I'm also going to drain in the back, change the hydraulic fluid, and I'll explain that why here in a minute. Birds have either learned how to recycle or they've discovered how to get in an argument with each other, because that's about the 5th nest that I've found in the tunnel. We call this the tunnel for obvious reasons, where it's just an old nest that they knocked down, and I don't know why. All right, so 45 minutes later, it's still daylight. I had to go use the bathroom. Then I discovered one of my kids was running around completely in the nude. But all you do, I took the side panels off again. You don't have to. I would, just because it makes it easier to get in here. You've got a 5/8 bolt here, a 5/8 bolt here. Now the fan on this tractor doesn't hook to the water pump like most cars or other equipment. It's actually just it's its own little bearing and deal here. So not a big deal. That's loose, and like I said, this other belt runs behind it, so I have to get it off. That is loose. We run that one loose. Oh, now what do you do? Well, I'll show you, I guess. You run it up over the fan blade, and you can turn it to the next fan blade. And you run it over that one, and you keep going. Now, the scraping sound is because the fan is all the way down and it's rubbing the bottom of the shroud. Completely normal. It will not be like that when we reinstalled. There's 3 fan blades. Well, maybe she flopped back over one of them, but there you go. There's the 4th one, 5th one. It's 4 blade, but yeah, it happened 5 times. There's our old belt. Now, this belt really doesn't look bad. The way you tell belts are bad, you flip them inside out and you squeeze them over. See how there's not really any cracking? Sure, there's a little side wear, cords are showing, but I'm going to keep this because, well, it's a good belt. We will just stick it back in the, okay, you can live there. We'll stick it back in the package that this one came out of, because I believe this green belt, yuck, is the, that's the fan belt. The other one I got there is the alternator belt. For anybody that cares, we have a 259470 and a 259463. And I lied. The 70 is the fan belt. The green one is the one that we actually broke. And just like the removal procedure, we will put it over, we will turn it, we will put it over, we will turn it, we will turn it, oh, and we will put it over. Should have one more blade. We will turn it and put it over. Now, if we can see, it's completely inside the fan blade. Twisted a little bit, but not a big deal. Okay. I know, the footage is great. Alright, let me get the other one on there and then we'll go from there. Alright, well they're both on there, and I'm not going to lie, I took the green one back off the fan because it doesn't need to go around the fan. What it does need to go around is our bottom pulley. Now, I'm going to show you how to tension them. It shouldn't be too bad. This one is the guy that's a pain in the butt. Alright, now that we have both belts on, it's our job to tension it. Now, you can kind of pull and then try to tighten, but let's be real, people. Everyone's deal with belt squeaks. Get your pry bar back in here. Find something solid. Obviously, don't break anything. And just give her a good, this is 2 foot, so just give it a good, like, 5-pound pull, maybe. I'm walking the pry bar down as I go back and forth. Then all you do is you take your 1/2-inch wrench or whatever size, bolt or fastener nut that you are working with. Always tighten the top one first because that kind of sets the mood for what you're doing. Keep tension on it and then tighten your other ones, because if you're grizzly bear tightening it, it will slip. And even if you maybe have oily fasteners, something of that nature, it could slip too. I don't have anything oily. Obviously, this tractor is dusty as all get out because, well, we just dissed like 80 acres. But, yeah, this is all there is to it for the alternator belt. Generator, sorry. 2024, but we're talking to more than just millennials, or we're probably just talking to millennials if they're watching how to change their belt on a tractor that's from the 60s. Now, good rule of thumb, for every 1 foot of belt not on a pulley, you want a 1/2 inch of deflection, a 1/2 inch of play. Not floppy loose, like you gotta actually push on it. I think it's like 25 pounds of pushing pressure should be a 1/2 inch. There's a spec someplace out there that some old timer knows and remembers by heart. But I think it's every 25, you push 25 pounds, and it should go a 1/2 inch for every 1 foot of belt. Let's get on to the fan belt. All right, so the fan belt is going to be the same way. You're going to use a pry bar to get in here and try to tension it up. Now I'm actually working around the camera because, well, my tripod just wasn't good enough. There you go. And you just push up. Now, again, this belt, if you look, you probably can't. This belt is significantly longer. I'll show you that here in a second. So for 25 pounds of push, you would want 1 inch of play. Now I've got it pushed up where I'm pretty comfortable with it. And this is the tension side. The tension side will always have a slot, very top of your screen. Let me see how it slides you up some. Oh, that's terrible, isn't it? There's always going to be a slot on your alternator, power steering, not necessarily a fan belt typically, but the slot is what you're going to be prying against or towards or away from, depending on your application. Oh yeah. Now here comes the fun part, is I have to keep tension on this and go all the way on the back side, pull you out of your holster, all the way on the back side to tighten that bolt while the pry bar is up against my chest, and it's oh so fun while I'm using my left hand to hold the camera. Alright, well those are tight. Again, 2 foot of play, 1 inch at 25 pounds, 1 foot of play, 1/2 inch, 25 pounds of pushing pressure. That job is complete. Now if we look, there's a little tickle in the middle of the screen. It looks like we've got another Regina. I haven't named her yet because I haven't had a personal in close encounter. I probably will have a pretty personal in close close encounter. I don't know how you say that, in close encounter. Whatever. With a .22 rifle, because this is the stuff that makes tractors burn down, and I can't really afford that in my second crop ever on a big farm. That would be detrimental. Could we handle it? Could we get through it? Probably. I would say so. I have enough faith. But geez Louise, guys, you saw me clean all of this out just the other day when it was in the shop. It's been parked out for 3 days again, and, well, some little bird's gonna meet the, well, animals don't meet their maker, if you're a Bible thumper. Nope, not all dogs go to heaven because animals don't have souls. And, well, we're going to take no souls in the kill of this damn thing. Because all of that is oh so much fun. All right, well, I'm sitting at my desk. It's probably like 9:45. We got the belts on. I may still drop the fluid tonight, but the video's getting a little long, probably like 15 minutes. I've got to calculate some fertilizer numbers. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to do for the rest of the evening while I'm down here. You guys let me know in the comments what kind of length of video you guys like, because trust me, I could video for hours, but no one would watch it. If it's a 2-hour video, no one's going to click on it. I understand. I wouldn't either. But in the next one, we will drop the trans fluid. There are actually 5 locations for that. We will only be dropping 3, but while I'm doing that, I can explain the other 2. That has to do with early serial number 706 International and Farmall tractors. And then we'll get back to disking and see if we can finish our first pass at least. So anyways, sorry to ramble, getting tired. If you like what you see, give me the thumbs up. If you watched to the end, I appreciate it. And if you don't mind, come on back and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks.